Welcome to World War II Chronicles, a weekly tribute to America's fighting men and women in commemoration of the Second World War. These programs are narrated by Ed Herlihy and are based on the news broadcasts of the war period from the recorded sound collection of the National Archives in Washington, D.C.
As United States involvement in the Second World War entered its fourth month, Japanese successes continued, unabated, all over the South Pacific. Late in February, news came of a Japanese invasion force heading toward Java in the Dutch East Indies. The Allies' only hope of resisting a Japanese assault on Java was to head off the invasion convoy.
This is Java on Saturday morning, waiting for news of the naval engagement now underway in the Java Sea between Allied naval forces and a Japanese squadron. An Allied victory might delay the anticipated attack on this beleaguered island indefinitely.
A fleet comprising 5 cruisers and 11 destroyers from the United States, Britain, Australia, and the Netherlands intercepted the Japanese convoy on February 27, 1942. The Battle of the Java Sea had begun.
From the Navy Department here today came momentous news, the most important story about our fighting forces since the accounting of events at Pearl Harbor. It was a reckoning of accounts of the naval battle north of Java, which began on February 27th. History may record it as one of the decisive naval fights, for the Allied fleet was smashed by a heavily superior Japanese force.
Finding themselves outmatched, the Australian cruiser Perth and the USS Houston retreated to the Java port of Batavia. The next day, they attempted to escape out of enemy-controlled waters.
Our ships were, in a sense, caught in a trap. They had to try to run through the Japanese-controlled Sunda Strait. And trying to do this, the Houston disappeared along with the Australian cruiser Perth.
The United States cruiser Houston, lost in the Battle of Java, her fighting spirit still lives in the hearts of her countrymen. The city of Houston, Texas, for which the gallant vessel was named, recruits 1,000 volunteers to replace the men who went down battling an overwhelmingly superior Japanese force.
On March 5th, Batavia was evacuated, and on the 7th, Allied forces formally surrendered the Dutch East Indies. They would remain in Japanese hands until the conclusion of the war. I'm Ed Herlihy. Join me next time for World War II Chronicles.
World War II Chronicles was produced by the American Veterans Center and Radio America in cooperation with the National Archives. To listen to more episodes, subscribe on iTunes or visit AmericanVeteransCenter.org. We need your help to keep the legacy of our World War II generation alive. Visit AmericanVeteransCenter.org to make a donation to support World War II Chronicles and the ongoing work of the American Veterans Center.